Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 61 of our Factorio series on building an expandable base. Last episode, what did we do? We figured out how to build, get a new outpost seed to go ahead and allow us to build resource outposts more easily. We're now at a position where I believe we have enough of all of our resources for the moment. We have to watch probably this one to see if it actually takes off when it's full. That's going to be a bit, but we have more copper over here. That one's also loading, so maybe we need more copper. Although, let's see, didn't I make a copper over here? I made a copper over here. And this one's filling. All right, maybe we need more copper. I don't know. Let's take a look at the production graph. Every minute, let's lock in on our ores. Okay, we are consuming more than we're producing, so that means we need at least another. All right, that's about the same. And where's coal? Okay, we're producing way more coal than we're consuming. And how are we on? And we're producing more iron, but we're short on copper. So I guess we can look for a copper patch, and just to go over what this is looking like now that we have the updated blueprints. All right, here is let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this one. So we're going to need loading station for copper. Where do we want to put this so it doesn't overlap? That actually looks pretty good. That's kind of a weird spot to put it. How about this one? How about that one? Maybe we'll grab this one. That requires us to do less. Okay, which means we need a T-junction right here. We, I think, are at the point where we're really just going to be scaling the base up, as I said before. So I think from here out, we're just looking for milestones of getting to certain science per minute. So if we take a look over a minute, we're currently consuming around, let's call it 60 science per minute. Which is fine, but is definitely quite a bit away from our targeted 1350 science per minute. So we've got quite a bit of scaling work to do here. Okay, so let's go find our blueprint where we put it here. I need robots working. Why am I not building the rest of this? It's kind of choosing to build stuff in a weird order. I don't know. Okay, that's fine, but here we go. And now we want to use the new outpost seed here. So we're going to go to builder train outpost seed, and so I didn't show this last time, but we do now have the outpost seeds that are mining only, as well as one for oil. We're also going to need to scale up oil at some point, but we want this red one, I think, for right now, red belts and mining. So we're going to paste that in, and then we're going to build it. And hopefully we've got a builder train ready to go over here. Let's take a look. This one is still loading. Okay, that still is waiting for bots. All right, we're still waiting for the green circuits to get through here. Which this should be queuing up to 352 stack inserters, if I remember right. So this is almost done. At that point, we should get more green circuits through here. So we will be looking for that. In the meantime, we can just, I think we can largely fire and forget on this stuff once we Oh, I don't have very many bots. Right, because I donated them. I donated them to, I think, an outpost at some point. Did I build all this stuff? Okay, I built all this stuff. Okay, bots can be off. Yeah, I only have 11 bots. Okay, so we're going to need to get more of that. Okay, so now what do we want to build here? We want to build, let's see, we need some grid work. We want this one and probably that one. And then we want the loading station for copper. All right, now let's take a look in here. We want to upgrade all of these belts to red belts. And we want to upgrade all of these inserters to stack inserters. I did upgrade our mining tile to red belts. We're going to need to get rid of these. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of like getting these in here. I guess here. Okay, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's fine. And these are all the wrong way. Okay. Let's try that again. Oriented the correct way. This guy. That's going up. I want it to go down. Okay, so I want it down even with this and down over with this. Okay, that covers it all. And then we just get all these belts over. That didn't line up right. That one did. Facing the right way. Okay, I got these. All right, then these need to go over this way. And they'll need to come down this way. And then we gotta just plug the corner in. Okay, and I think that's a mining outpost. I think that's all we have to do. So we want to set this to be outpost. When the builder train finishes, it should go build this, and then the only thing we'll have to do is start the trains for it once the trains get built. But that is it. Okay. In the meantime, let's come back over here, and let's see what's our. So as we mentioned before, there's this concept of theory of constraints. So there's always some bottleneck somewhere. In this case, it's clear that because everything else is backed up, that we're short on yellow science. So the bottleneck is somewhere here in yellow science, and I believe we checked the inputs. So we're not starved of any solid inputs here in any of these builds. So that's good. And we're not starved of, I guess the water's coming through over here. So let's just make sure we've got water. Plenty of water. Do we have the petroleum gas? We got plenty of petroleum gas. Okay, so it's really just upgrading this guy now. And so I think the first thing that we want to do for this, and here's where we're going to need to start. How I don't think I need to track the path stuff yet. We still use that. I don't need the mall. We'll use these for outposts. We need, let's keep track of our upgrade stuff. So I think the other upgrade that we want is we want to go from assembly machine 2s to 3s. And so the first thing I think we do is we just upgrade all of these assembly machines. And so that will take a bit because we do not have enough over here. So let's see. We're now going to be waiting on assembly machine 3s. And we only have one in here, so that's not going to be enough. How many did we queue up over here? 5? That's also not enough. Okay, so let's make this just be 100. So we'll need to do that. I think we want to upgrade the assembly machines that are making assembly machines. And then I think the other thing that we are probably going to want is I just want to get some speed modules in here. We have our existing module build. So if we just get a stack of speed modules in there, we can pull them from down below, and that should help us speed up this part here. So we have to wait for, we're going to have to wait for that to finish. So I will be back once we get a little further here. Okay, we are back. We have finished upgrading everything to assembly machine 3s here in the yellow science, and in addition, our builder train is actively building our new copper outpost, which is good. And actually, now that I look at it, it looks like we can start all of these guys. So I think we end up with like way more trains than we need, but I don't know that that actually really hurts much. So we will just see. We can always come back around and delete trains that we're not using. But now we're getting this stuff in. Okay, good. So that was our outpost, and yeah, builder train came back, right? It's back up here. No, it must be on. Here it is. It's on its way back. All right. So the next step, and actually, let's go ahead and take a look at our yellow science design. So this was the tier 1 that we had here with assembly machine 2s and yellow belts. We're moving to this one, and so this has red belts and assembly machine 3s, and so we actually have room for additional modules in here. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually just going to sort of plunk in additional speed and productivity modules here. Like this, I'm gonna go do that, add this to all of these. And then we also need to upgrade this to red belts. So let's do this on the map view is probably the easiest way to do this. I think we can, is this stuff, where is that stuff going? Oh, that's the white science, okay. So that is steel going where? That's coming way down there. Okay, so then we don't need to do that steel. Okay, so that means I think we can, well, you know what? It's often easy to just do like, this. And just say, we're just gonna get all of the belts in these grids. That's the nice thing about the paths. We can see the grids, and we're just gonna say these are all now need to be red belts. Let's see. That means we need the copper coming in here to be red belts. So this one and this one And then this is also a red belt down to here. Then that's all steel for purple science, right? It's all coming down here. Okay, so that's okay. But we do need, and this is all coming up here. This is all coming up here. So it's this. There must be, right? Steel comes in here from somewhere. Maybe there's not. Yeah, steel does come in here. Where does the steel come from? Here it is. Oh, it comes over. It's this one. Ah, the steel comes from way up here. Okay. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I guess the easiest thing is to like say, where is this stuff coming from? Okay, so we already did the copper. That comes in over here. We need steel, so let's just do the steel. Okay, and here. And that, which means we need to upgrade all of these guys. I think let's get our smelting upgrade. Okay, so we need all of this upgraded, which means we need the fuel line upgraded up to there. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. This one. Oh, some of these are already red belts, that's why. Okay. And then we now need, we might as well get all of this upgraded as well, which means we need to upgrade these belts. Actually, I don't need let's get this. And these, I don't need to update the fuel belt here because we're not using that fuel anymore. That guy. All right, that gets all our steel in. What else we got here? We need this iron. And this lane balancer thing. And so we need, where's my smelting upgrade? We need this one upgraded. And then belts out to here. Okay, which means we need to upgrade these. We need this, and we need this. I guess no harm doing those. All right, that should upgrade the iron. And then we need coal. So this coal here in particular, this particular coal should get updated. There we go. I guess we go a little further up until we actually source this from somewhere. I guess we'll do this. Oh, and then we need to upgrade the inserters as well to offload these. So you'll need those. Is this some of what we upgraded here? So we gotta upgrade these inserters. Right, and then we need inserters for the copper. Oh, we didn't do this side of the copper. So we need this stuff. And we need this stuff. And let's just make sure we cover all of that. We need these inserters. And then we need it here as well. So this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. Okay, that's all the copper. You don't have any upgrade stuff to do, although why is not everything upgraded here? Oh, there's some of them have been upgraded, that's why. Okay, right. So we got the coal. Let's see, we got the iron. These have been upgraded. The steel comes from further up here. And we need to upgrade these inserters, which we did. Okay. Then, okay, is that everything? That might be everything. All right, that is obviously going to take us a while to get through here. So I'm going to go off camera and finish adding modules to all of these things. This is the step we kind of have to do the modules by hand to add. After this, we'll be able to let the bots do it once we've got 4 modules in all the assembly machines. So, but you know, I think this is just part of it. So we will be back after all of that finishes. Hey there, quick update. It looked like we were a little light on iron, so I've got another iron outpost getting built out here by the builder trains. So that is good stuff. And what else? They were, you know, still lots of red belts to upgrade down here. So that is going to take a little bit, but I was noticing that we're creeping up on power here, so I'm going to go ahead and extend our nuclear reactor. We've seen how to do that before, so I will just go ahead and do that, which just for a reminder, we want the tileable reactors. We want to turn it this way. We want to paste in, get landfill on it. Is that all lined up? Yep. Okay, so we're going to get landfill. And once the landfill finishes, we will paste in the reactors and continue apace. So we are otherwise waiting for red belts, so I will be back. Okay, we are back, and let's see. We have finished upgrading all of the yellow signs to red belts to great effect. We have now succeeded in backing up the yellow signs, so that is good. And the new bottleneck now is space science. So coming down here, we can take a look. We're basically waiting for rocket parts to be manufactured at this point. If we take a look at production stats, we can see we're producing, I don't know, 1 rocket part per minute. So that is, that's 1 every 60 minutes or so, or sorry, or I guess it gets up to 2. All right, so let's say it was 2. We need 100 to launch, so that is 50 minutes per launch, so that's not very high. I think we previously identified that we are under, we have gas up here. That's because it's being pumped up this way. But there's probably a point at which we run out of petroleum gas. Yeah, like we have no petroleum gas over here because it's getting all pumped out here, and we're about out of it down here. So I think this is a case where we now need to speed up the oil processing. And so I think there's a blueprint for this. Space science oil with beacons. right, so let's line this up. That almost gets everything in. Oh, it does. Okay, so I think we do that. And then I think we get an upgrade planner. And we convert speed 1 modules into prod 1 modules. And then we upgrade these guys. And upgrade these guys, because we'll get the speed modules through the beacons. So we'll do that. And we'll see where that gets us. Let's see. I also started I also built a stone outpost. I was noticing our existing stone outposts were kind of running low. Although mining productivity will certainly extend their lifetime a little bit. And I think, though, that we probably want to also do an oil one, which we haven't quite done yet. But now that we're going to start ramping up on the space science, we're probably going to need to do some mining stuff. So that is going to look like a loading station for oil. I guess we want to put that in there, which means we want the T coming in like this. Yeah, the T should come here. But we also have an outpost seed that is oil only, so this just brings enough stuff for pump jacks and pumps and things of that sort. So we will also give that a try. And we will be back once this upgrade of stuff finishes happening. Wait. Oh, this one. Oh, wow, it finished. Okay, holy moly. Okay, this is pumping stuff out now. And does that mean we're getting more lanes getting... So you have it. Let's see, I guess I want to look at this stuff. We want to see, we can see it getting into the plastic. All right, so you're not getting it here. All right, so, but we do have these top ones are now working. So that is hopefully good. And it does seem like we're getting more rocket parts out here. So that's partially working. Okay, let's come over here and let's build ourselves an oil outpost. I mean, I suppose that's actually a good thing to check, right? Which is, are we actually getting enough oil out? These are not running full speed. Ingredient shortage. Yeah, we're not getting oil into here. So we need more oil. This is what's getting pumped out. Yeah, there's no oil in here. Are you calling for oil? 0 out of 3. Let's go in here. You are our main oil thing, and you are just slowly filling up here. Okay, so we are overdue for oil. So let me get this set up, and then I will be back. Okay, we are back, and I've added a bunch of oil outposts at various places. I got one going here. I added some up this direction, so we've got one here, and one here. And between all of those, if we look at the production stats on fluids, we're producing 78K oil per minute and consuming 37K. So looks like we have finally caught up. And indeed, if we come and look down here for the space science oil processing, we can see this station is not calling for a train of oil. So we have actually caught up here. What else did I do? I did rearrange the pipes here just a little bit to make sure that we're squeezing all the petroleum gas into here that we can. And then I was like, wait a minute, this was still not running over here. And it turned out that this pipe right here was missing, so we were actually not getting water into any of this central build here. So that has now been fixed, as we can see, and we are producing sulfur and plastic up here. It is going to take a little bit of time before this catches up, because we've just started making blue chips in here. But we can now, let's go see how we're doing here. If we look on a per minute basis and look at rocket parts, we're now 4 per minute. 4 rocket parts per minute, so that should be, or sorry, 5 per minute. So that should be, what, 1 rocket every 20 minutes. So that's 1,000 space science every 20 minutes, or it's 100 divided by 2, 50 rocket parts, 50 space science per minute. So so we have cranked that back up. But this is still I think this is still the bottleneck. If we look at the labs, we're still missing the space science as we try to stack up enough rocket parts here to get some science. Although, as you can see, the rate of sort of constituent part production is up quite a bit from where it was before. So that is all actually really good stuff, and hopefully we'll be moving along on this, especially once the blue chips here catch up. Yeah, we've got speed modules, so we are making RCUs in the middle build now. So that's good stuff. Okay, so yeah, here come the RCUs. As we get 2 in there, we should see some additional parts come out over here. Which, there they go. So good. I think we just have to see how this is going. And we'll proceed onward. I'm going to go off camera for a minute. I'm going to check back in once it seems like all the production here has caught up, and we can see what else we need to do here. Okay, we are doing better, but it is still the case that space science is our current bottleneck here. We are just not, I mean, we're going to launch one here. That's okay. But if we take a look at our 10-minute production graph, for which hopefully we can get hopefully white science will show up here in a minute. I guess we can watch a rocket launch. We didn't get to see the first one because that happened while I was off camera, so we can enjoy ourselves a little rocket launch here and then see the space science roll in, hopefully. All right, here comes space science. That should let us find it in the... Nope, not that one. Where'd you go? Oh, 10 minutes, that'll help me. There should be a white one in here now. Here it is. Okay, but we can see we haven't had a launch in 10 minutes, so the 10-minute average is, I guess if we looked in an hour, yeah, over an hour we're doing 50 per minute production on the space science. Less here, but that's because we had those backed up. So it seems clear that Basically, we're only doing really science once the space science is happening. So this is still our bottleneck. And so I think the next step is to do the upgrade of this stuff. So that's going to look like upgrading the assembly machines, upgrading the inserters, and then upgrading various belts, which I'm not going to do that with you, although I guess I can at least do this part. We know that the outputs here, at least through the inputs, like so, are going to need to be red belts. And so I'll go trace the rest of this stuff, and we'll be back once that upgrade has finished. Okay, we are back. We have now gotten the space science all the way upgraded. So we've got assembly machine 3s, we've got 4 modules in the ones that are using modules. And we're upgraded to red belts, including all of our inputs and so on are now doing red belts, stack inserters, and so on. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. Up at the labs, we have some amount of space science going. Not a lot. How close are we to launching another rocket here? Oh, I need to get this out of the way. This has 48 in it, so interestingly, and I'm not exactly sure how this happened, it looks like our logic for releasing the same amounts of all of these components did not work out, because we're stacking up RCUs and rocket fuel, but not LDS, so I don't know what is going on there, because this logic is supposed to be releasing things consistently. But at any rate, we're now, if we take a look at our production stats, we look over 10 minutes. We need to do 10 minutes so that we can see the space science coming in. We are on average. Where's the other guys? Here they all are. So we are on average over the last 10 minutes, we are consuming an average of 100 science per minute, which is good stuff. So I'm going to say that we are now we're now at 100 science per minute, I guess. That's how much we're consuming. Let's see, how are we on the production side? We are producing that much of these. It looks like maybe red science or blue science is a little light and a little below the 100. Was the space science down in here? Yeah, okay, so we got space science, yellow, green. We got blue, red. Where's purple? I feel like purple should be on here. Oh, no, it's, sorry, it should be military science. Here it is, it's this guy. Because we're currently doing military research. So I should also look for it over here. There it is. Okay, but the ones we're consuming, we are consuming 100 per minute. And so on average, over 10 minutes, obviously this goes higher and lower, but I'm going to say that is our current benchmark is 100 science per minute. Let's take a check on fluids, and we are actually, this is not where I want to check it. All right, let's check power. Power looks fine. Let's go look at one of our nearby iron outposts. Okay, so we are asking for those to go in. Actually, it's probably easier to look at all of the iron trains. So there should be one that's, so this is waiting to load. And we want to see the ones that are heading to the one with the, yeah. Is this one full? Yeah, this one's full. Okay, so we have some iron trains that are full, which is good. So we're looking for ones that say standing at. So we do have one that's standing at, so that's good. For the copper, how about this? We definitely have standing at. For the stone, how about for coal? Manually stopped. Oh, that's because, okay, that's fine. It's because this initial guy is, well, that's gonna get confusing. I should just start these, I think. I should just start these even, or get rid of them. I probably just want to start them. That way they just we won't be confused when we look at them. It's okay if they're just all never get anywhere. Okay, now, do we have any standings? Yeah, we do have a couple standing. Okay, so coal. So it looks like those resources are fine. Oops. Let's look at oil. Do we have any standing at? We do have standing at, standing at, standing at. Okay, so we've got actually plenty of oil. All right, so resource production's fine. So that means the current bottleneck is somewhere in the middle of the base here. And if we look back over 10 minutes, it looks like the one with the lowest current production is maybe military science, or we're back around to yellow, one or the other. So we may, I think, investigate that in our next episode. But I'll call 100 science per minute a win here. Oh, just in time for a rocket launch. All right, good stuff. Okay, so we're going to end this episode here. What else have I done while I've been waiting? I guess the biggest thing that I did was I came in here and I adjusted this limit here for how many red belts we're going to stack up. So I have this set to stack up 4,800 red belts, and that'll help. You know, we can, while we're not in the middle of upgrading belts, with this will help us get through it. But it's really these intermediates here that it's really we're actually blocked on these guys here. We can see the gears. We have enough red belts here, and so it's really just a matter of like grabbing enough gears here, and we're not stacking them up. So we're putting them in as fast as we can produce them. So we need to beef up the production here, which I think means we may do tier 2 modules next episode, because waiting on red belts is sort of like not as interesting. So, but that is a problem for future Mystic Fish. So, so far so good. I did notice that the updates per second is still hanging around at 60, although I have a somewhat older PC, and so I have to be a little careful about what other stuff I'm running in the background in order to get the game chugging along. So anyway, we'll but that's working out okay. Interesting note: once we upgraded these to red belts, we're now actually no longer getting, these are not all busy anymore, because we're actually not getting enough petroleum gas through. There's, we basically sort of doubled the speed of a number of these, right? So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So that would have been, that's the equivalent of 22 of the yellow belt versions. So we did actually scale it up. But we don't have enough petroleum gas to keep these all busy. So when we come back around to optimizing more space science, we'll probably be upgrading this. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I changed the cutoff here for this to be that we want this to be active if there's less than 2,500 of anything. We're definitely keeping. Whoa, we're almost full of light oil, which means we are going to need. Oh, because these all backed up. Is that okay? I feel like this is not okay. So maybe we can just fix this real quick by doing something like this. Let's just get a little more light oil cracking in here. Let's see if we can burn down some of this, because that's going to back us up here in a minute, which is no good. The heavy oil is still keeping up, so that's good. But we don't quite have enough light oil cracking, and so we backed this stuff up. I mean, we still have some headroom, but it will be good, and we're definitely draining all the petroleum gas that we're accumulating. But yeah, like because of this, output full, right? Like we're full of light oil, so we gotta just burn that down a little bit more to get it unstuck. Which where are you, bots? Bring me my stuff. Guess you can go there too. I just want to see if this helps us. Okay. We should get modules in here. Boom. We should get modules in here and power, and we need power down here too. Okay, let's see that get in. There is modules for the beacons. That's good. Guess I can turn off my UPS counter. And I just want to see the power come through. I guess this is running now. Is this cranking down? Okay, this was at 24. This is now at 23. Is this backing up in here? No. I just want to see that if we see this tick down to 22, I think we're in good shape. Because it means that we are able to burn down the light oil we're producing. You know, we want to see this steady state around 5 at some point. That's when the cracking activates. And that's spiked up a little bit. We should be pumping this all out here. And okay, this is light oil coming out. Oh, right. Yeah, here's the light oil coming in. And we don't need that. So that should all be cracking. Okay. I think we're gonna have to watch that. It did come back down to 23. I wish I could see a little more specifically what the number was, but that's okay. Hopefully we are now. I wonder if that activated any more. We are seeing a little bit in this last one here. in theory, we should be seeing a little more petroleum gas output if this is successfully burning this stuff down. But I kind of wonder. All right, I'm gonna let this run and see if this manages to crank down over time. It may be just enough here in this case. So, all right, we're gonna end this episode here. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and until then, bye.